ROTA has brought two new pretty good cards for the Goblin Biker deck. First up, 2 Gone Wild. If you control no monsters or only goblins, you can normal this without tributing, and if summoned, you can special level 4 lower goblin from deck. Also, if sent to grave, you can target a card on field and attach it to a goblin Xyz. 3 Dugg Charger. Can detach an Xyz material from an Xyz monster and special this from hand, and if summoned, you can add a Goblin Biker spell or trap from deck. 1 Mean Merciless. If summoned, you can special a goblin monster from hand and can detach an Xyz material and special this from grave. 1 Boom Mach. Detaches an Xyz material to special from hand or grave. 2 Clatter Sploder. If summoned, you can special a goblin from grave and can detach 1 Xyz material to special this from grave. 3 Tour Guide. When normal summoned, you can special a level 3 Fiend from hand or deck. 3 Speedroid Terrortop. If you control no monsters, you can special this from hand, and if summoned, you can add a Speedroid monster from deck. 1 Taketomborg. Can special this from hand if you control a wind monster. 1 Psychic Wheeleder and 1 Tracker. You can special these if you control level 3. 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Droll, and 3 Ghost Mourner for hand traps. 1 Called By to stop a hand trap. 3 Emergency Teleport. Specials a level 3 or lower Psychic from deck, but is banished in the end phase. 3 Grand Breakout. Main effect is to tribute a monster and special a goblin monster from deck. 3 Grand Entrance. Adds a goblin from deck and can then detach a material to special level 4 or lower goblin from hand. 1 Grand Bash. Gains an extra normal summon for a goblin and can change levels of your goblins. 1 Grand Stampede. Can Xyz summon using goblin monsters in the main phase, and if you control a goblin Xyz, you can detach an Xyz material to negate a monster for a turn. 1 Full Armored Xyz. Can Xyz summon immediately if an Xyz monster is on the field and can banish this from grave to target an Xyz you control and equip it with your Xyz from field or grave. And for the extra, 2 Big Gabonga. If Xyz summoned, add a goblin monster from deck, and if a material is detached, you can attach a face-up monster to this card as material. 1 Troika Grier. Can detach 1 to change the battle position of a monster when it's summoned, or can detach 1 to negate an attack. 1 Goblin's Crazy Beast. Can detach 2 materials from field to attach a spell or trap on field to this. 1 Xyz Armor Torpedo. Detaches 2 to draw a card. 1 Xyz Armor Fortress. Detaches materials to add armored Xyz cards from deck. 1 Dark Knight Lancer. If an equipped card is equipped to your monster, you can attach an opponent's monster to this as material. 1 Ashura King. When a monster's effect is activated, you can detach 1 to negate and destroy that monster. 1 Cicada King. Detaches 1 to negate a monster on field and activates its effects. 1 Gossip Shadow. When opponent monster activates its effects, you can attach 2 from this to have that effect become each player draws a card. 1 Breaksword. Attaches 1 to destroy a card on each field. 1 Masquerena. Quick effect Link Summon in main phase. 1 Nightmare Unicorn. If Link Summon, discard 1 to shuffle a card into deck. 1 Moon of the Closed Heaven. Can use a monster this points to as Link material for a Link 5. And 1 Underworld Goddess. Can use an opponent's monster for its Link Summon and can negate something that would special summon from grave. And that's the deck at about $45. The new support helps the deck to flow better and have more 1-card combos.